All right, let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Nebby. The old Colin scoop right there. See what we got. Okay, we got some techniques. Double energy venom. All right, so the question is, what do we want to mulligan, and what do we want to mulligan? Hoping to get is obviously some supports. You know, it'd be nice to get Nebula's ship, Avengers Mansion, Nowhere. Any of those things would be great. So as much as now let's see what we got, because we got Lethal Intent. We could give her a tough status when we flip up to get the double card draw and then trigger this to get the tough. We don't really need to be doing damage, so that's not really helpful right now, but that thwarting is good. Venom is always just a little too expensive for my taste. Unless the main scheme is clear, he gets that benefit. But in this particular scenario, not the best. And if we go tough, we won't need him. So, and the thing is, excuse me, if we go to the library and take 5 off of the main scheme by going to the library, then we don't need to make an entrance, which gives the +2 thwart. And on top of that, getting the healing on first round isn't really that big a deal. So I think we were able to mulligan 4 cards, which is pretty good to hopefully fish out something better. So we've got, we did not get our support cards that we were hoping for, but we did get another technique, which is evasive maneuvering, which will let us stun or confuse. And with Lethal Intent, we can actually get a tough status, and if we pay an extra resource now, we can get evasive maneuvering. So that's pretty cool. So why don't we start by seeing what else we draw into. So we know we want to get at least the first technique out. So I think because, again, we're not really needing to go attack heavy, I'm going to pay with Drax to get out Unyielding Persistence, which now lets us draw 2. Okay, we got Gamora and Combat Ready. Dang, I love this card. Interesting choices already. So I think because Gamora is the most expensive ally, we might be able to get Cosmo out if we want to, but she can trigger his another special ability again. That's pretty cool. So why don't we do this? Interesting choices. So let's go ahead and, again, we don't need to be doing damage. This is really more about thwarting. So let's pay Weapons Master to get out evasive maneuvering. And then we can go, shoot, we're going to be potentially a card short to even pay for Cosmo if we use Combat Ready. That might be a not fun situation, but okay, so let's see. If we do Lethal Intent, actually, and pay for it with Cosmo and Gamora, we can just give ourselves a tough and stun or confuse him. So let's do that. So Lethal Intent says choose up to X technique cards. So we're choosing 2 to resolve. It's a hero action, though. We have to flip up to do it. So before we flip up, let's do Combat Ready, and then we'll go up to do Lethal Intent. So Combat Ready, we're going to just flip until we get a technique card and put it into play, then resolve its special ability. So let's see what we get. Think Fast is out. Lethal Intent, the other copy's out. Here comes, nice, remove 3 threat from a scheme. It's the Cutthroat Ambition. So because we played it off of Combat Ready, we get to take off 3 threat right now. So we go down to 4. The main scheme started at 7 out of 11. So we're already down to 4. Now we're going to flip up and be able to use Lethal Intent. So this is awesome. So we're paying 2 to get, dang, interesting. Now we could remove 3 threat again from a scheme. Wow, okay, this worked out really well. So we definitely want to give ourselves the tough. So we paid 2. So the one for Lethal Intent we wanted to activate was Unyielding Persistence to give her Nebula the tough so she can handle the Collector's Swing. Now we have the choice. We can either stun or confuse collector, or we can remove 3 more threat and let Nebula just thwart off the rest. I think that's what I'm going to do. So the main scheme is at 4. We're going to go down to 1 by activating the Cutthroat Ambition again. And then I'm going to have Nebula thwart off the final 1. So this goes down all the way to 0. And we do get to pop to stage 2A already, which is awesome. And this gives us the Milano. So it says put the set aside Milano into play. Sorry, there's a lot of glare on this camera. What can we do about that? Let me see if I just change the lighting real quick. That's a little better. Cool. Now you can actually see the cards. It's a little darker in here, but I think you can actually see the cards now. All right, so Lost in the Museum is the one that's saying put the Milano into play under our control, and this one starts at 11, and we'll get to advance when we can get past 11. So we are already on the first turn making some good progress on the main scheme. We didn't even have to use the library, which I'm a frequent library goer in this particular scenario, but in this case, we didn't need to. It worked out pretty well in that first turn. So let's see what happens. Let's do the call-in. This is the deal and scoop that I love. So it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this time, and then you scoop it up. I'm not as good at this as call-in as yet, but the scoop, and then the fun part about it is you can flip it around and take a look at what we get. Turn the tide. Ooh, endurance is really good to go into stage 3 because his stupid indirect damage from his mothership, museum ship. So I'm really happy we pulled that off. Double stealth strike seems like a little overkill in one hand, but we did get some strength and a turn the tide that we can use to pay if we get a bad enemy out to pop them and maybe take off some threats. So let's see. There's our 5 cards, and it's now up to him, the collector's turn. So he's on stage 2 at 11. We're going to go to 12. He takes up 1. And now, thankfully, we're tough. So he's going to swing for, he's on stage 2. So it's 2 + 2, 4 plus a boost. That Philosopher's Stone, damn it. I like having this one in the encounter deck so I can go with the 0 cost one way or another card to get that one out, but oh well. So it just knocks off the tough. And then he's going to draw an encounter card. This is what I was hoping for with Stealth Strike. The Psionic Ghost, the stupid ghost, is 4 hit points, and Stealth Strike says if you deal the 4 damage and kill him, you can thwart off the main scheme. This is going to be value right here. So the Psionic Ghost does say we are confused when revealed, and if we're already confused, we would have taken a damage, but we're not already confused, so we're just going to be confused. But that's okay. I'll take that because we're about to pop off. Oh, you know what? The thwart no longer, because he confused us, we can no longer use Cutthroat Ambition. This has happened to me a couple times already, where the Psionic Ghost comes out and I had Cutthroat Ambition ready to do the thwarting, but we're confused, so thwart doesn't work. So this just goes away. But now we can choose to stun or confuse an enemy. I kind of want to confuse the collector to flip down and get some pacing on him so that we can go down to get the extra cards. So why don't we do that? Why don't we confuse? We're still going to get the stupid. No, we're going to kill the Psionic Ghost, so he's not going to scheme. Let's see what Matt's saying here. The first turn was huge. Oh, shoot. The internet's dying. Okay, well, don't worry if you're here. This will be, I'll say this will be saved. Thanks, man. And so you can watch later too. Okay, so first turn was huge. Yeah, that was a pretty solid first turn, but I'm pretty pumped because we're going to kill the Psionic Ghost with a Stealth Strike and then flip down and he's confused. So, all right, let's not get too hyper. We got to just do this right. So I think now we have the Milano. So we wanted to get out Endurance also. Oh, shoot, you know what? Oh, first of all, we haven't finished this, but we don't have the cards to flip down and trigger the ability. Damn, I just realized that. Okay, it's dropping in and out. Damn it, I don't even know if I want to go down then. Maybe I should stay up and just stun him because there's no point in going. Well, okay, the point in going down would be if we draw into something the next turn we can trigger the ability. Fine. Okay, we'll keep him confused. Let's calm down. Let's see what the next thing was. Okay, we were going to confuse him with that card. And then Nebula gets the tough status again. So this is pretty cool. So we'll be able to flip back up with or without an ally. Okay, so we want to knock off the confused for sure. So we're going to spend her turn to do that. And before we go down, we are going to get out this stealth strike. So it's a double strength and another stealth strike to pay, deal 4 damage, and if it's defeated, remove 2 threat. So there goes the psionic ghost, and here goes 2 threat. And I kept my phone on buzz mode because in case I'm getting any alarms, but looks like that's about something else. So, okay, no alarms so far. All right, so I took off 2 from the main scheme. I think I want to Milano for the endurance and pop myself up to 12. 9 plus 3 is 12. Definitely not turning the tide anytime soon. So let's flip down and I don't know if I'm just going to pitch that card to see if we can draw into something better. So let's ready up and we get to draw a full hand size. Let's do the call-in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm not going to be able to scoop like he does, but you swoop them up and you pick them up. Okay, I like Eros a lot. I got our other Turn the Tide. So these are probably my least efficient cards in this deck. Turn the Tide and Pulse Grenade for this scenario. It's just funny because I guess I just use them as resources right now. Confuse should be gone, I think. Hold on. Just should you lose Confuse after popping that technique? Wait a second. I think what happened was Confuse. I thought. So I had evasive maneuvering, choose to either stun or confuse an enemy, and that one popped this round. And so did I gave her a tough status, so she got a tough. I chose to confuse the collector. I couldn't remove 3 threat from a scheme because she was confused. Maybe that's what you're saying. Let me double check. Should you lose confused after popping that technique? Should I lose confused? Why would I lose confused? I mean, that would be nice. I'm trying to figure this out. Why would I choose to either stun or confuse an enemy, remove 3 threat from a scheme, or give Nebula a tough card? Does that one say thwart? Yeah, so does that one say thwart? Oh, how interesting. Wait a second. So, wait. It does say thwart, but why would I lose confused if it says thwart? Oh, so instead of removing the 3 threat, I lost the confused. Nice. Dang, I didn't even think about that. If that's what you're saying, Matt, then that's actually super helpful. And you're typing it in here. Confused should be gone, right? For me? Okay. Well, that means what I did that last round was I ended up exhausting to remove the confused a second time, which it was already gone. So I could have basically used that to thwart if I'm understanding correctly. So the 10 could go down to 8. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like because that ability popped, that was a thwart. I think if I'm understanding you correctly, yep, you're confused, but then you pop a technique that thwarts, so your confused gets removed. Dude, I learned something that helped me today. Thank you. Damn, it's kind of like I wouldn't have felt bad if I did it wrong and it was made it harder for me, but now moving forward, I will be able to fight better. That's awesome. Because that's definitely happened before. That happened in my last game too, where I was confused and then I popped the thwart technique, but I didn't remove my confused. I didn't realize it did that. Damn, that's awesome. Okay, so now I'm getting excited. We're at 8. I should probably put this a little lower. I'm at 8 now on the main scheme because thanks to Matt, I was able to thwart instead of exhausting to remove confused, which was already removed. We have flipped down and we have 6 cards. And the 8's going to go up to 9. We confuse the collector, so he does not scheme. And finally, we get, this cool blazer. Attach the enemy with the highest scheme, obviously the collector. And so he's going to get the extra boost icon unless we use a hero action to place 2 threat on the main scheme and spend 2 resources of the same type. Damn, that blazer on him does not look good. That is not a good look. That card sucks. I don't even want to waste time with that. Yikes. Okay, let's just try to ignore that for now. I mean, as in we'll still give him his benefit, but I don't think I want to do what it takes to get rid of it. So let's see what we can do. So we did get 2 technique cards, and if we play one of them, we can get 2 more cards. So let's play definitely the Cutthroat Ambition. So we'll exhaust Milano and put out Cutthroat Ambition. And I'm just going to put my Endurance card off to the side somewhere. And so then the Cutthroat Ambition lets us draw 2 cards. Oh, we got the one way or the other, one way or another. But here's the thing, that very first card that I like to draw with that in this scenario, Philosopher's Stone, is already in the discard pile. And I think there's maybe a couple other decent ones, but let's think about this. So we want to, what do we want to do this turn? There's 9 threat. We could go to the library and be risky. I really like going to the library. So all we would have to do is thwart for 4, and the library would take off the rest. Dang, dude, I'm feeling greedy. Rocket Raccoon can do 2. Groot can do 1. Yeah, together with Nebula, we could do it. Oh, and Arrows. How can I forget my boy Arrows? All right, so we don't need Power Grenade or Turn the Tide. So we're gonna pay these 2 to get out my boy Arrows. I don't think I'm ready for that side scheme business yet. You know, screw it, dude. Screw it. We might do it. We have to flip up. It's a hero action. Oh, and I forgot. Oh, there's no minions in play. So Eros has that ability. If we were paying attention to minions, we could have confused them. All right, let's go crazy. Let's flip up. Let's just flip up and see if we do. Oh, yeah. Let's just do it one way or another. We're gonna fish out. The side scheme that I'm thinking of is like, dude, that one's an acceleration. I don't like that one. There's one, the cannon. It's like goes with ship. It goes with ship command, and it's this one accelerates the main scheme. No, that one gives an extra encounter card. Fishing for side schemes. That's right, dude. I'm fishing because there's one that's the ship command. Why am I not seeing it? There's one that's like a ship shooting a gun, and dang, I'm gonna find it. It's not Crystal Ball. It's not the Magical Teapot's really cool. It makes me want some late night like chai. That's pretty cool for 4 damage, but you have to take an extra encounter card. No, hold on. There's one. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, duh. We haven't shuffled ship command in yet. It's right here. It's Cannonade. It's like the Kool-Aid. Okay, I was like, why am I not seeing it? We don't shuffle it in until the next stage. Damn it, dudes. What are we going to do? We're going to take an acceleration. The player who defeats this scheme may ready their identity. Man. Yikes. All right, let's do it. Let's do. Wow, what are you? Hujad Darien Monarch Egg. Man, that's a weird one. All right, we're gonna put this one off to the side, and we're not gonna forget that it accelerates the main scheme. We're gonna put on one of those little toky tokes. Where'd they go? I've got a token for you. Here you are, +1. And then this thing is hinder 2 with a 3, so we gotta put 5 total on it. But I think we're just gonna try and blast past that situation. We will see. All right, since I've peeked at the encounter deck, got to do the old shuffle truffle, as I think it's Colin from One Stop Co-op Shop, or no, it might be Barrett says that all the time. The old truffle shuffle. Yeah, so there's that, and we get to now, for all that work, we get to draw 3 cards. Damn! Here's the supports we're looking for. So we can clear the area and remove 2. That would be nice. Nebula's ship would be really nice. Shoot, I think a Rocket Raccoon would be really nice. We're definitely not getting out Avengers Mansion. I think Groot's too expensive. So what if we did this? What if we paid Groot in Avengers Mansion for Nebula's ship? And then what if we use the Nebby ship to bring out Wide Stance, and then what if we used Rocky Raccoon to pay for a clear the area? So then that at least gets off 2. It doesn't like, hold on. We can actually clear the area. Before we play clear the area, we could thwart for 2, 4, and the library. But no, and then we can clear the area on the next scheme. All right, let's get crazy. So we're gonna give 1 consequential to Eros to thwart for 2. Oh no, my dial back is off. Here we go. So Eros just thwarted for 2 and took 1 consequential. Then Nebby, my little Nebby girl, is going to also thwart for 2. I'm just checking her upgrades. Okay, so she's going to reduce damage by 1, and she's going to get piercing and overkill. But okay, and then we're going to go to the library. We're going to trigger the library to give us an extra encounter card. I'm feeling crazy. So then that, by going to the library, you go all the way down from 5 to 0 because the library takes off 5 from the main scheme. So now we're on the final stage, about to boost the F out of here. With, don't forget, we got 12 health to deal with those rocket guns, hopefully this time. So let's flip it and get this show on the road. All right, so the Great Escape says, place another acceleration token? Shoot. So I'm just going to put a 2 counter up here. Dang, because when we reveal this, it went from +1 to +2. And then we're going to get our ship command shuffled in. This is where the collector's scenario is like a wild ride because I've never played it this way. This is the first time I'm playing it like super rush. I'm rushing to the gate more than I ever have before. But I'm kind of thrilled to see what happens if we can survive because we've got some decent cards out. We've got some allies. We're tough. We're at 12 health. He's going to be at 8 to start this shindig, but we've got to clear the area that'll drop that 2. But he's coming back with 2 acceleration on the main scheme, which is going to be rough. So we gotta run hard. Rush strat seems to be working really well. All right, Matt's on board with rush strat. We're rushing the door, rushing the front door. Let's go, baby. All right, so ship command is shuffled into here. So if I get another one way or the other, no, I think both of them are in my discard pile. Shoot, that's okay. But that would have been epic if I could draw 3 more and like rush this bad boy. All right, so then we're going to clear the area by paying Rocket Raccoon to drop that 8 to a 6. If you don't win in 2.5 minutes, you're out. Colin's bedtime. It's in exactly 2 minutes and 30 seconds. No pressure. But at 10:20 Mountain Time and 30 seconds, that's when Colin tucks himself in and Chili gets in bed. All right, dude. So we dealt the extra encounter card for the Library Labyrinth. This thing is accelerated by 2, and it's at 6 on the main scheme because Clear the Area brought it down from its starting 8. He's got an extra encounter card and the boost pip from this. Woo, we're tough, and we've got arrows hanging out over here to help us. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it. The Colin scoop. Dude, look at this, one way or another. We didn't get great thwart cards in this, but if we go one way or another and we draw into like something pretty solid, I'm getting excited. Okay. Don't mess it up again. So 6, because it's acceleration times 2, will go up its normal 1 to 7, and then another 2, so it's at 9. And then, shoot, we are gonna have to take that extra encounter card, but he's gonna kill. Damn, I'm gonna let him take it onto my tough, so I have an arrows around to thwart and sacrifice. So he's gonna attack me for 2 + 3 on the main scheme, plus an extra thing if he gets. Yeah, shoot, what is this? I have you now. Oh no, we just got to do this part. Give collector a tough status. I don't care if he's tough. I don't need to beat him up. All right, so he gets a tough. This knocks off my tough. Then he's going to get 2 encounter cards. So here comes encounter card 1. Yay, gang up. I think we just take it. He's going to swing for 5. The most he can boost pip that with is 3, and we have 12 health. Oh, shoot. First of all, we're on the last stage. Never mind. We need to address the fact that 2 damage was coming in. So I was going to give that. I was going to take that as 3. My plan was to take that all and not exhaust the Milano. So I'm down to 9. And now he's going to gang up. This is classic collector. He did this to me last time. Damn. I wanted to save Eros, but Eros is going to die. So he's going to gang up on Eros, and he's going to swing for 5. Oh, same mistake. That would have knocked off the tough. Thank you. Yeah, so Eros would have soaked the first hit. You're right. So Eros took that hit. Shoot. So now I'm taking. So I'm at 12. Dang, I'm glad you're here to remind me that I'm making the same mistakes. So let's backtrack it. So he knocked off the tough, or sorry, Museum Ship knocked off the tough. Collector killed Eros, and now he's ganging up on me. And since I'm at 12, I'm not gonna defend. Um, I'm just gonna I'm gonna take it, and that would have been this is the boost for that. So nothing. Okay, so he's still hitting for 5, and I'm down to man, math at this hour. 7. 12 minus 5 is 7. Okay. And then he gets another encounter card because the first one was for going to the library. Hits for 6 with the jacket. Ah, you're right. Thank you. Okay, I'm glad you're here. So we're at 6 out of 12. Okay, we're gonna do it legal. So I gotta get this win for sure. Let's see if I can get it legally. Master plan: place 4 threat on each side scheme if there are no side schemes. Okay, that's fine. Juice up that side scheme I don't care about. Placing 4 more threat on that one I don't really give a shit. Take infinity more. Yeah, yeah, cool. Oh, but you take 1 less from Will Smith. Oh, Will Smith, dude, good call. So I'm back to 7. So all this like background management is, VIP Card Mart is helping me out right now. So you're right, Will Smith. that's can never be unseen at this point. He's the red Will Smith. Okay, so we're at 7. We dropped some more onto the side scheme, but now it's back to us, and it's at 9, dudes. We're going one way or another to fish out something, hopefully out of our deck. But first, we have to give him that ship command thing I was talking about, the cannonade, the Kool-Aid. So that thing starts with 1, but it's hinder 3, so it's going to be 4. But we're not even going to deal with it. We're not going to mess with it. All right. Let's see. Here we go. The 1, 2, 3. That's the last card in our deck, so we're not getting an extra encounter card yet. But we will if we don't finish this round off. Here it comes. Clear the area. Here it is, lethal intent. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do this stuff. So these would have popped. So we're going to remove those 3 threat. So this goes down from 9 to 6. Then this lets us look at the top 3 of the encounter deck and discard 1. Yeah, so these 2 confuse us. This guy, I'm okay with this guy, so I'm going to discard that one. I'm okay with this one being the encounter card and this one being the boost for 1. I just don't want to get a quick strike from the Star Shark and have to deal with him. Okay, so then we got these 3 cards. We're at 6 on there. We can do this. We can do this. What do we have in our hand? Shoot, we need to get combat training to fish out more than what we have. We need to get 6 off, and we have 2 from her and 2 from clear the area. We'd be too short. Dang. Okay, let's start with this though. So let's have her thwart for 2. How much Milano remove? Okay, yeah, trigger techniques. How much I did that. How much Milano remove action on the scheme? Did you just put him in the spot to actually come out in quick strike? No, because I'm gonna deck out. So what's gonna happen when I deck out is I'll take this as the encounter card, and then this will be the he'll just deal 1 damage, but he won't come out as my encounter card because this will be the boost card, right? So when I deck out, check the action on the main scheme. Exhaust the Milano to remove 3 threat. You're right. Hold on. We don't even have to worry about it. So we're gonna thwart for 2 with Nebby. We're gonna clear the area for 2 more, and then we're gonna exhaust that Milano for the final 3. Exhaust the Milano to remove 3 threat. Damn, dudes, we did it. Teamwork at like 11 at night. Not only did Green Bay win, but we won 1 for Nebby. I think, as long as I'm not seeing any more alarms before I have to roll it back. If I see an alarm, I'll stop and see what I did wrong. But I think I like how Nebula is simultaneously piloting the Milano Ender ship. For Nebby, I think we did it, dudes. Thanks for the help. And I think, dang, that was fun. I think the rush strat is pretty good for the Great Escape. But it still felt pretty tense with things piling up. So I'm gonna close the stream and chat with you guys later. Thanks for watching.